Happy morning, students. Welcome to Blue Stars Higher Secondary School online classes. Yesterday, what we discussed about the modern periodic tables. The modern periodic table proposed by Henry Moseley. He arranges the elements in the what is this increasing order of the atomic number. Increasing order of the atomic numbers. So he predicts the periodic law. This law states that the chemical and physical properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic numbers. The before the three members, what are the Chaubernis, Newlands, and Mendeleev. All of you arrange the elements in their atomic masses, but the Henry Moseley is arranged in the elements increasing order of their atomic number. So, some features of the periodic table we have discussed what it is. Aristotle wrote called periods arranged in the atomic number. The vertical columns called groups. There are 18 groups and the 7 periods. So, these groups are into various families. That is, the group 1 is alkaline metals, the group 2 is alkaline earth metals, and 3 to 12 groups are transition metals, boron family, carbon family, etc. We have discussed about it. And the modern periodic table, that is, the elements is classified into blocks because the Henry Moseley is arranged in the atomic number. So the atomic number is number of protons and number of electrons. The electrons are revolve around the nucleus, that is shells. The electrons are around the shells. There are 4 shells, that is K shell, L shell, M shell, and N shells. These 4 shells are divided into further subshells. That is, what is this? S, P, D, F. So, today we are going to see about what are the advantages of the modern periodic table and metals, non-metals, metalloids, alloys, etc. So, first, what are the subshells? S, P, D, F. So, what are the maximum number of electrons present in the subshells and shells? So, K shell, the number of electrons is present in 2 electrons. Already we have discussed what is this K, L, M, N shell எத்தனை electrons are present ஆயிருக்குன்னு சொல்லுது. K shell is present 2 electrons, L shell is present 8 electrons, M shell is maximum number of electrons is present in 18 and N shell is maximum number of electrons is present in 32. But we see about subshells, what are the electrons are present? First, 1s, that is K shell, that is 2 electrons is present. Next, L shells, S, S element, S subshellனாலே 2 electrons தான் present ஆயிருக்கும். ஓகேங்களா? Next, P shellல வந்து என்ன இருக்கும்? 6 electrons. அப்ப L shellல எத்தனை subshell இருக்கு? S, P. So, S ல 2 electrons and P 2 electrons. Totally 8 electrons. Next, M shell. M shell S, P, D. S also here electrons is present in 2. P shell is also present in 6. The D shell is electrons is present at 10. Totally 18. Next one is N shell. That is subshell is S, P, T, F. All the subshells is present in N shells. So S shell present in 2, F, P 6, D 10 and F 14. Totally 32 electrons is present in the what is this N electrons. So These are the subshells, shells and subshells. Electrons is present in the shells. The next one is advantages of modern periodic tables. The first one is it is very basic properties. So that is atomic number. The modern periodic table is based on a basic atomic number, but the Mendeleev periodic table is very difficult. That is based on the atomic mass. So this modern periodic table is based on the fundamental properties, that is atomic numbers. So this the modern periodic table is a coordinate the position of the element with its electronic configurations. The next one is the next one is completion of each period is more logical. So the period is completed because the elements are arranged in the atomic numbers, increasing atomic numbers. So hydrogen is 1 and helium atomic number is 2. Next lithium atomic number is 3. Beryllium atomic number is 4. Boron atomic number is 5. So the elements are arranged in the increasing atomic number. So the electronic configuration is very clearly because the shells are filled to the arrangement. So this shells is filled to finally end with the inner gaseous configurations. So it is easy to remember and reproduce because number 17, which element is present? We know that because chlorine is present, easy to identify and remember the elements and etc. So each group is independent. So the Mendeleev's periodic table is subgroups are presented, but these periodic tables, the subgroups are cancelled. So each group is independent. This எல்லா குரூப்மே எப்படி இருக்கும் ஸ்பெசிபிக் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியோட இருக்கும் அதுக்குரிய ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியோட இருக்கும் அது மட்டும் இல்லாம ஒவ்வொரு குரூப்பும் என்னவா இருக்கும் அதுக்குள்ளே இண்டிபெண்டா இருக்கும் ஓகேங்களா ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இஸ் the Mendeleev periodic table is what is this? No proper place for isotopes, but these periodic tables have the position of the isotopes. So Mendeleev's periodic table is justified in the modern periodic table. Same for the hydrogen element. Okay. So the hydrogen element has a specific place in the modern periodic tables. This is also justified in the Mendeleev's periodic tables. So this periodic table is completely separate for the metals and non-metals. Already we have seen about the groups 3 to 12. This is the transition elements because this is intermediate to the metals and non-metals. So this is called transition elements. So in this modern periodic tables separated by the metals, non-metals and electrolytes. So this is the one of the advantage of the what is this modern periodic tables. So the Mendeleev's periodic table, certain elements are not fit, that is misfit, but this modern periodic table elements are fitted to the elements. So next one is lanthanides and actinides. So it is also justified in the modern periodic table because this is what is this bottom of the modern periodic tables. But the Mendeleev is not present in the lanthanides and actinides. So these are the advantages of the what is this modern periodic table. Next, we have discussed the position of the hydrogen in the modern periodic table. It is the lightest and the smallest element in the periodic table. It has a specific place in the modern periodic tables. That it is first placed in the periodic table because it is electronic configurations and it occupies what is this? Simple. So it is placed in the specific place. So the hydrogen behave like alkali metals. But this properties is called what is this? Halogens. We already know that group 1 metals react with water to form what is this? Solutions that is called alkali metals. But hydrogen not react with what is this? Water, but it behaves as a some is the behave as a what is this alkali metals, but this properties is known as halogens. So it is occupies a specific place in the modern periodic table. If the hydrogen lost one electrons, it to form the hydrogen ion. So hydrogen வந்து 1 electron வந்து loss பண்ணுச்சுன்னா இது என்ன form ஆகும்? Hydrogen ions, that is alkaline metals form ஆகும். Next, the hydrogen gain 1 electrons. So to form the hydride ion, that like halogens. Already we have seen about what is this. It behaves like a alkali metals as well as halogens in properties. How to it behaves like halogens and alkali metals. If the hydrogen element is lost 1 electrons to form hydrogen ion, it is like a alkali metals. But hydrogen element gain 1 electron to form hydride ion. So this is like a halogens. But all the alkaline metals are solids. Alkaline metals are solids, but hydrogen is what is this? Gas. So it is a specific place for the modern periodic table in the top of the alkaline metals. So that is group 1. That is the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. So it is present in the top of the modern periodic tables. So next we have discussed about position of rare gases. So group 18 in the modern periodic table called noble gases or rare gases because these gases have a monoatomic gases. So the rare gases, that is group 18s. Group 18s, what are the helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are the rare gases because these all the gases are monoatomic gases and these gases do not react with other substances easily. So due to completely filled subshells. So அவ்வளோ சீக்கிரத்தில் என்ன ஆகாது இந்த நோபல் கேசஸ் தான் அவ்வளோ சீக்கிரத்தில் எந்த ஒரு சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் கூடயும் ரியாக்ட் ஆகாது. அதோடைய சப்ஷெல் வந்து ஃபில் ஆனா மட்டும்தான் அது என்ன ஆகும், அதர் சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் கூட ரியாக்ட் ஆகும். ஸோ அதனால இந்த நோபல் கேசஸ் என்ன சொல்றோம், ரேர் கேசஸ், நோபல் கேசஸ் ஆர் inert gases because it is very small quantities are in the earth. So it is called rare gases. It is placed in the group 18. So these are the modern periodic tables. Last, who was proposed to modern periodic table? Henry Moseley. Some of the features of modern periodic table we have discussed, and the classification of elements into blocks, and what are the advantages of the modern periodic table we have discussed, and position of the hydrogen and rare gases in the modern periodic table. This is the modern periodic table. Next, we have discussed about based on the uses of elements are classified into metals, non-metals, metalloids, and alloys. First, we have discussed about metals. Metals have a typical hard. So, all the metals have a hard, shiny, malleable, and ductile, fusible, and good conductor of electricity. But except mercury, it is not a solid, it is a liquid form. So it is a metal, but what is this property is what is this solid, sorry, liquid. So these properties have a elements which is called metals. The next one is non-metals. It is completely opposite to the metals. That is, it is what is this? The non-metals is not a shiny, malleable, technically fusible, and harmless. So it is completely opposite to the metals. The metals are present in the what is this? Most of the modern periodic tables, that is alkaline metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals, and B-block elements. Example, aluminum, gallium, etc. These are the metals, alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals, and B-block elements. Some of the metals are present. Non-metals, non-metals are completely present in the B-block elements. That is non-metals. Next one is metalloids. Metalloids means that both the combination of metals and non-metals. So both the properties of metals and non-metals are called metalloids. For example, boron and arsenic. So these are the metals, non-metals, and metalloids. The next one is alloys. During 3500 BC, the peoples are used to allies. So the peoples are used with allies. So these peoples are making allies. Nowadays, we are some of the peoples used allies. So the allies is making majority of the metallic substances. இப்பெல்லாம் எதுல இருந்தாலும் என்ன ஆகும் கலப்படம் தான் இருக்கும் ஓகேவா ஸோ அதே மாதிரி தான் அலைஸ்ல என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க அதிகமா மெட்டாலிக் சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் தான் இருக்கும் ஓகேவா ஸோ தட் இஸ் alloys are mixture of two or more metals and are formed by mixing molten metals thoroughly. Rarely, non-metals are also mixed with metals to produce. Sometimes non-metals are and metals mixed to produce alloys. So this is called alloys. எப்படி வந்து ஒரு கோல்டு உருவாக்க அதுல என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க காப்பர் மிக்ஸ் பண்றாங்களோ அதே மாதிரி தான் என்ன பண்றாங்க இந்த அலாய்ஸ் மேக் பண்றதுக்கு மெட்டல்ஸ் ஆர் நான் மெட்டல்ஸும் மிக்ஸ் பண்றாங்க 24 கேரட் கோல்டை விட என்னது 22 கேரட் கோல்டு தான் ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க சேம் ஃபார்மா ஃபார் தி அலாய்ஸ் ஸோ some metallic substance are ordered some metallic substances are added so this product is very strong and ordered. So, what are the advantages of the alloys? So, these alloys do not corroded. Corroded means துருப்பிடிக்கிறது. ஓகேவா? சப்போஸ் இந்த அலைஸ் வந்து துருப்பிடிச்சாலும் அவ்வளோதான் துருப்பிக்காது. மேக்ஸிமம் அளவு கொஞ்சம் தான் வந்து என்ன பண்ணும், துருப்பிடிக்கும். ஓகேவா? ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் advantages of alloys is these alloys are very harder and stronger than the pure metals. அதாவது pure metals விட இது என்ன இருக்கும், alloys வந்து எப்படி இருக்கும், ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் ஹார்டாகவும் இருக்கும். சேம் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஃபார் கோல்டை விட 24 கேரட் கோல்டை விட 22 கேரட் கோல்டு எப்படி இருக்கும், நல்லா ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும். சேம் ஃபார் தி alloys. ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் pure metals வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா good conductor of heat and electricity, but the alloys do not conduct medium conductance of heat and electricities. So some of the alloys have a lower melting point than the what is this pure metals. Then when metal is alloyed with mercury, it is called amalgam. Amalgam means EM. EM சொல்லுவாங்க, இந்த தவளைக்கெல்லாம் EM கொடுப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இந்த மெர்க்குரி கூட இந்த அலையெல்லாம் சேரும்போது நமக்கு அந்த மாதிரி கிடைக்குது. So these are the advantages of alloys. So today we have discussed about what is this advantages of the modern periodic table. There are 10 points in the advantages of modern periodic table, and the position of hydrogen in the modern periodic table, and the position of rare gases, and metals, non-metals, and metalloids, and alloys. We have discussed and learned about it. So all of you noted the points and write in the observation note and keep the class work note. Okay. So unit 12 is completed. The periodic classification of element is completed. Thank you. Any doubt in this unit, ask me and clarify the doubt. Thank you, student.